Co.act Detroit's Natural Collisions highlights nonprofits in Detroit and Southeast Michigan.
Hi, I'm Marshalle Favors, and I am the Director of Community Engagement for New Detroit. New Detroit is actually the nation's first racial justice urban coalition. We actually got started after the civil unrest of 1967. Over the years, New Detroit has really impacted various aspects of society. So we're talking workforce, public education, housing, youth development, public safety, public parks, all of those areas we've impacted. And a lot of people don't know that we also help to diversify the police department. So that's a lot about our history. But today we are still a coalition of leaders, and we continue to stay committed to racial justice and achieving a more equitable society for everybody. So our mission statement is New Detroit dismantles racism to achieve racial equity by changing hearts and minds, policies and systems, and primarily, we do that with those who reside in Southeast Michigan. My first interactive experience was taking advantage of their drop-in hours, right? So it was a way for me to change my scenery, right? From New Detroit, they had these drop-in hours, and I got a chance to work in another space and place where I got to meet other folks who are in the nonprofit industry. That's first off. Throughout the years, some of their staff members have participated in New Detroit's Multicultural Leadership Series, and that's a program which connects diverse communities in Metro Detroit. So you get immersed into the Arab, Chaldean, Latinx, Native American, African American, and Asian communities, and you learn about the history, culture, and socioeconomic issues of those populations. Being able to provide, that kind of programming for Co.act, which serves diverse communities as well, was one of our connections that we have. And then on the other end, New Detroit was also a recipient of the Co.act Activate Fund to help increase our capacity. So one of the things that came out of that I'm really, really proud of is this video that we did. We produced a video, and it was during the pandemic. So that was really important for us to be able to continue our work through that. And it's called Conversations on Race. And it's been a way for us to connect with communities, to have deeper conversations as it relates to race, racism, and racial equity. Well, these are not my own words. The soul of a nation is defined by the strength of its people. And in the face of adversity, we rise like the sun, shining with resilience. And we know that in the nonprofit sector, we have to be resilient, especially if I focused on our mission through whatever times that we're going through. For New Detroit, we're focused on racial equity. And that's not always, appealing. It's not always something that people want to lean into. We know what we're trying to achieve, and that we know that we are better together, not to do it in silos. And our biggest strength and asset is being in community with one another and working to achieve equity, especially racial equity, together.